Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I don't really consider myself quite an audiophile, but I do appreciate high quality headphones and speakers for anything from music to movies and games. So while I'm not going to be a snob and say the built-in speakers on the Quest 2 are terrible, they're nothing mind-blowing either. So when a company called WAVS Custom reached out to me to ask if I wanted to test their new high-end Quest 2 earphones that are custom made for each and every customer, I was more excited about them than pretty much any other accessory I've tested until now. So let's see if the sound quality of these matches the promise WAVS makes. Let's go! First of all, I want to start by saying WAVS Custom did send these out to me for free to test, but the video is not sponsored by them, so you can rely on me to give you an honest and unbiased review, as you've already come to expect from me this far. Okay, so you might not have heard of WAVS Custom before because they typically make IEMs or in-ear monitors for musicians to wear on stage or in the studio, which is why I was so excited to get their email because these promise to be a true high-quality audio solution. The earphones themselves are the exact same ones they sell to musicians all over the world, and all the reviews I've seen say they're excellent for music. But I'm the first one on YouTube to make a review of how their Quest version sounds, at least as far as I know. So first of all, thank you to each and every one of you watching this, because I would have never had the chance to test these without your support. And as the channel grows, I'll probably have the chance to review more awesome products for you. Now back to the Quest 2 WAVS IEMs. Besides the promise of great audio quality, they really stand out with the fact that they are 100% custom made for each and every customer, and let me briefly explain the process. Normally, for custom earphones, you would need to visit an audiologist to take a mold of your ear, and that's generally kind of expensive and cumbersome, especially in the current global situation. With these, all you need to do is use an app to 3D scan both your ears yourself at home, which only takes a couple of minutes, and then they use that 3D model of your ears to generate the molds, which are then used to produce the earphones that will fit you and only you absolutely perfectly. Do note that you need a newer generation iPhone to use the app, since it uses the Face ID sensors to do the scanning. But if you don't worry, because they're able to send you out a mold kit that you can use to make the molds yourself and send it back to them. So these are in the exact shape of my ears and they fit incredibly well. It's basically a perfectly snug seal and very comfortable, since you don't have to worry if the design fits your particular ear shape, because it surely will, since they are custom made just for you. I mentioned earlier that they are the exact same ones being sold to musicians, just basically with the option of a shorter cable for the Quest 2. What I did not mention yet is that the cable is actually interchangeable, which means that you're not only buying a pair of headphones for the Quest 2, which you won't be able to use with anything else like pretty much every other pair on the market, but you're buying a high quality audio solution that will work with your phone, with your computer, with your guitar amp, you name it. They even have this Bluetooth adapter that makes them completely wireless, which is amazing because they do cost quite a bit more than your $20 earbuds from Amazon, but what you're getting is an all-in-one package which fits your ears perfectly, so the price is justifiable. But now let's move on to how they actually sound, because that's the most important aspect. Just for good measure, I'm gonna tell you that my daily drivers when it comes to headphones are the Sennheiser HD6XX, so I know what very good audio sounds like. My testing process for the WAVS has been extensive. I tried them out in a similar way to the ones in my previous accessories review, but I went even deeper since the price tag warrants them to be amazing for pretty much anything I throw at them. I tried them in The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, In Death Unchained, Contractors, Population 1, Vader Immortal, and of course Beat Saber, as well as big screen and YouTube VR for music and movies. The first thing I've actually tested was pretty basic, just some of my favorite music from Spotify on both my phone and my computer. And I was starting to understand why musicians were saying that these are on par with ones that are 3 times their price, because the sound they produce is extremely clear and crisp, and with very good sound separation and thumping bass. Now obviously, just because these sound good for music, it doesn't mean they're gonna sound good for gaming too, right? Or does it? Next, I've jumped into probably my favorite game at this point, Saints and Sinners. The new Trials mode had just launched, so it was a great chance to try out the positional audio capabilities of these earphones. In general, I do my best not to make things sound too exaggerated in my videos and say everything I test is amazing, because most times it's actually not, and most accessories are not even worth making a video about. But when it comes to these, wow, they are a proper high-quality audio solution for the Quest 2, and dare I even say the best ones I've tried so far. But this was just one game, and the result actually got me curious to find their weak spot. So I moved on to In-Depth, Contractors, and Population 1. Now look into my eyes when I say these are absolutely brilliant. I've never heard gunshots, footsteps, or broken windows more clearly and directionally accurate on the Quest 2 than I did with these earphones. While I have to admit that I was amazed at the quality, the reviewer in me actually kept pushing me forward to find out where they're lacking, because they can't possibly be good for everything. So I went into Vader Immortal, because that's somewhat a cross between a game and a movie, and the audio is super crisp even on the integrated speakers, because the developers have done an amazing job recording the voice actors, and I literally got chills down my back when standing face to face with Vader because of how clear everything sounded with the waves in my ears. I then moved on to some movies in big screen and some surround sound tests in YouTube VR, and I got the same result, so I'll spare you the praise because you got the idea by now. So now it was time for what usually defeats most Quest 2 earbuds and headphones, Beat Saber. As you can imagine, since they're made for musicians, there is so much clarity in every note and such a good sounding and tight bass that I couldn't stop playing. And guys, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I don't often say this about a product, and I actually haven't said it about anything else except the Quest 2 itself. But these WAVS earphones are incredible. You can really hear the difference of what it means to use a proper high quality pair of musician grade gear, because they're just miles ahead of anything else on the market right now. And while I don't quite understand why more companies that make audiophile grade audio products don't just make a shorter wire for them so they can be comfortably used with the Quest 2, I'm extremely happy that at least WAVS decided to do it. The only downside for a lot of you may be the actual price, but again, you're not just getting a pair of Quest 2 headphones, but a universal pair which can be used with pretty much any device you have around your house, both wired and wireless. So I do have a bit of good news about that, because the guys at WAVS were kind enough to offer me a 10% discount code for you guys. So if you were thinking of maybe getting a pair of headphones for music or gaming, then you might want to consider these, since you can pretty much use them for all your audio needs. The link to their website is in the description, and you can use the code VRMANCAVE to get the discount at checkout. Now, if you want me to review any other audio solutions or accessories in general, just please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do whatever I can to reach out to the respective companies and get some in to test them out. If you still have some time to stick around and want to watch some more videos, here's a potential option here and another one here. You're a big boy or girl, so decide for yourself which one you want to watch. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and enjoy VR. Cheers!